Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot and welcome to the July general reading for Sagittarius. So Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, whatever area of chart you're wanting to look at. And if you're not familiar with your chart, as ever, there's a link in the description down below for you to go and get yourself a free birth chart. Pay special attention to your moon and your ascendant or rising sign. And always tend to watch your rising sign as well as your sun sign. So, as a general reading rules apply. Timing is far from absolute with tarot or pretty much most forms of divination. With this one, what I'd like you to do is ask a question beforehand. So take a moment, pause the video if you need to, think about all the questions that are around you, focus on one of them, but be aware of all of them because the cards will answer what they please. But yeah, that adds a little bit of energy to the process, and also it enables you to find out if this reading is for you or not. There's a past and a present in this spread. If the past and the present do not fit, don't try and make it fit. Go and watch your moon, go and watch your rising. In fact, always watch your rising. But yeah, there's, like I say, past and present. The reading itself, it's not to take what resonates. Either the entire thing is for you or none of it is for you. That's the way my readings work. That's the only way they will make sense to me. So therefore that is imposed on how they work. So let me see. There's also a link down there for the Facebook page for this channel. The important thing about that is it's got its own inbox. So if you want to contact me for a personal reading, that's the place to do it. Obviously, welcome back to any subscribers, and if you want to hit the like button or the subscribe button while you're here, it really does help the channel and helps the video as well. But let's dive straight into your cards. 2 minutes. I'm getting faster at all that housekeeping stuff. So now I'm seeing Sagittarius at the moment. You appear to be feeling like you're in a good place. We've got the Sun as your how you are feeling. The happy joy card, full of energy to strive on ahead in a way that is a whole new beginning, but you're well aware that there is a new beginning going on at the moment. Something has just come to an end, something has changed with this Death card here, but the world's just a little bit weird and bizarre, but I do believe that it's also a better place somehow. So let's just see, because I think that there's been quite a bit of stress and strife here in the recent past, and then something maybe through a step of strategy of your own. It's like you've been able to come up for air after a long time being submerged, and outside world events have, well, I also want to say impinged on your life or your lifestyle, but for the better. Because I do think that there was, looking at this, 5 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles and the Tower. So it's almost like there was some form of conflict regarding your reputation or your place in the world or what you was being recognized for. And I think that made you go, yeah, I'm not sure I want to go with this. I've got a better idea of what wish fulfillment actually is for me. There is something new that I want to take on board. And I'm literally going to take my toys and go home and then look at what else I can create in my world. And that in and of itself, I mean, that might have been the issue about your reputation, where you've suddenly gone, I've had enough of this, I'm going to go and do something else now. And then that was the cause for people going, yeah, but you're supposed to be doing this and you're supposed to be doing that, and we've come to expect this from you and come to expect that from you. But with the Angel of Discernment and Apollo here, there's a lot of self-knowledge going on. Looks like there, and it's still happening, this journey of self-discovery. Apollo, whose priest's motto was know thyself, and the angel of discernment. Now it says here, through the grace of the divine, I am able to know the right path. But I'm also feeling that it's discernment that's turned inward. So it's, I am going to, well, here, dwell in my own truth, dwelling in truth card, and savor the good times. You know, there's one truth that I've always learned is that phrase, this too shall pass. Whatever it is, happiness, sadness, joy, misery, you know, whatever it is, this will pass. And with Renth, the angel of time, being here, whose message is all things burn away, all things turn to dust, then absolutely enjoy the happy times when they come. And you're not even sure why there's this happiness at the moment with this Hanged Man, because something has finished, but where's this new thing starting? So you're having to balance. It's almost like at the moment you're having to say that you lost a job that you hated. Good thing, you've no longer got the job that you hate. Bad thing, no longer got the income that came with it. So there seems to be a trying to balance the different priorities or different realities. I think different realities is the more important word here. Trying to balance those two words while trying to protect what is left and looking for almost like for a new home. This could be a job seeker's reading. 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, looking for a new home, getting turned away from some places. I possibly think that that's a good thing where you've been turned away because you didn't want to be there anymore. But you are in the process of redefining what this was apparent in, was it not Scorpio, Libra's reading, I think. This whole sense of reevaluating what has value to you and what doesn't. So I think that this time when Venus comes and opposes Saturn and squares Uranus, activating that square again, once Mars has finished, I think that's quite an important time for you, because there is introspection here coming up, but there's also a deciding what dream you actually want to put value in. And I think at the moment you're more throwing dreams out of the cart than taking any new ones on board, but you're making space for the new ones. It's slow progress, but there is a transformation that I think you've already started that is proceeding on a pace. What I would say is stick to your aim for the stars, stick to your highest principles right now. It's not that particularly, biting my cheek. It's not that particularly unreasonable to aim for the stars, to aim for what you think is the best thing right now. Because one, aiming for that best thing will help you reevaluate what you consider the best thing to be. But two, with Hahel here as representing astrologically the sense of mission, then you're really trying to redefine who and what you are at the moment. I mean, this is all narrative more than actual guidance that's occurring here. But I want to say that there's someone close to you, around you, that's offering you a choice that proves to be fertile, proves to be verdant, proves to be abundant, generate a harvest. We have the Empress, the Lovers, and the King of Cups. It's almost, I want to say that there's someone around you that's been through a similar process as you have. And I feel like they're just sat back watching, and you know that you only have to turn around and ask something and they will give you an answer. but they're going to wait for you to ask the questions because they've been through it before and they know there's no point telling you stuff until you're ready to ask the question to receive that answer. And I don't think you have to ask as much as some people might, because sticking to your highest ideal really does give you a forward motion into getting where you need to be. Now, this doesn't feel, these two cards are normally in alternate future. They don't feel particularly alternate right now. Lots of threes. King of Cups, Three of Cups, Three of Wands. Forward motion, supported, and that you feel okay with. So this process that you are going through of what do I value, what do I consider to be the best thing, and how am I going to get there, you're going to have answers to those questions come through. Knight of Swords, King of Swords here. So there's that, whatever it is that you've recently lost, that's only the start. But you're not losing anything that you can't afford to lose. You're actually losing things that it's a good idea to lose during this period. And Hierophant, Two of Cups, Four of Cups. Inspiration, so Four of Cups here, Four of Cups here. Inspiration, as long as you keep listening, is still present. And sticking to those highest ideals enables you to form a union with something or someone. Bear in mind, Two of Cups, if we're talking about a job thing, this is committing to a new company or committing to a new occupation, a new profession. So it's not necessarily just a new lover. But the essential thing here is this whole being true to yourself and figuring out what that means. But enjoy the good times while they're lasting. Now, there was that Tower card here. So like I've always clarified the Devil card, I like to clarify the Tower card. Right, because you've been through a new beginning before and you ended up feeling like you was on your own. This is a way back when. Let's have a look at some more details here. So, yeah, it's like that you committed to a new beginning before, but it felt like there was no forward movement. It was an eternal uphill slog, and you was constantly on your own in this. But this was what was starting that ideal of what are your highest values. Hierophant here. So I think with these Hierophants that are around here, one was there, and there's one around here somewhere. That working out what you value, you already know half the answers to that because you've gone through that process already. At least you've gone through the process of I don't value that. Now, it could be a relationship reading. This Tower card here, this recent thing that tumbled down and ended up with an ending, is being clarified by the Knight of Cups. So there was a dream that you lost faith in, or there was a love offer that you just went, yeah, no. Or maybe that's even the whole relationship where you went to a point of just going, no. But there's a mix of good and bad here with that Five of Pentacles. Don't expect the money to be coming in really soon, but there's also there's this wonderful sense of liberation. If you ain't got the money, you ain't got the money to worry about it. So there's this sense of freedom, or if whatever it was that you said no to, there are sort of ongoing consequences, and whatever it is that is ended, there are ongoing consequences, but that's okay because it's pushing you to the right place, to where you need to be. But it does indicate that there is going to be a small period, and I do want to say small because of what's in these two piles here. I want to say small. There's a small period of lack that you are entering into, but that's a material lack, I think. It's not an emotional one, not with all these kings of cups that are around. There's it's a lack where you go, well, I don't have to worry about that anymore, do I? I'm fine. I'm all right with this. So let's have a look at the things will soon take off. Eight of Wands here, Ace of Pentacles, and Queen of Wands. Right, so you are going through this period, this month, of really, I think looking inside makes it sound too much like navel gazing. You are spending the month being freed from things, some of which you may not have want to have been freed from, but hey ho. Which is clearing a playing field for you to really work out what you assign value with. And there is going to be hints from inside of you as well as from the outside world that say, come this way. This way is your Ten of Cups. Because you know what your wish fulfillment is, but you're not sure the wishes are worth it. And so this confusing time for you right now is superb because it's getting you to ask all the various questions. Those things that you've been trained to want, to lust after, to value, and that you're just going, yeah, but I've seen when I've had it and it didn't mean it didn't bring me anything. Now, whatever comes to fill that void is going to be a little while in coming. And I'm not even sure it's fair to call it a void. I think I more want to call it a silence. And with the idea of silence is that idea of peace. So there's whatever you place in the this is what I value, it's at first glance going to appear smaller than than whatever was there before. But again, it's not a bad thing because it might be smaller, but there's a lot more inside it. Imagine that there was in the was it the BBC or Virgin Doctor Who? Oh, BBC. Eighth Doctor books, I think it was. There was this universe in a bottle. And that's what I'm thinking of. Rather than this space being filled with the house and car and this job and that reputation and these relationships and these friendships and gym every other night and tennis on a Friday or what have you. It's like this huge space has been swept away and all that's sat there is this one little bottle with a universe inside of it. So it's small but beautiful, and small but complex, small but deep, 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 which is really, really nice. But you are going through that period of know thyself, Sagittarius. There's which is going to be harder for that Sagittarius energy to take on board because Sagittarius likes to know. You're known as the guru of the Zodiac. Sagittarius very much likes to know, and it's being rubbed in your face currently that you don't know. And you know what? That's okay, because there's a beauty and a mystery about that. Just keep having faith because you are on a mission, even if you can't necessarily see it, but you are on that mission to find out what your own inner fire is. Knight of Wands and Sun card. And remember, happy, happy, joy, joy. There's, but it is very much leading up to, if not in the process of redesigning your whole life, and redesigning what your values are. And I think that's beautiful. It looks so gentle, especially with this Queen of Wands at the very end. leading to, look how she's sat in a seat of authority, or I would say a seat of knowledge. It's on the pinnacle of a mountain, or on the pinnacle of some mound. Anyway, it's got steps leading up to it. So it's indicating a seat of wisdom, a seat of knowledge. And that is with the Ace of Pentacles, whole new beginning here, and with the Eight of Wands. So when the good stuff comes, it will come, the new beginning comes, it will come fast. And you need to be ready for that. So that's why you're getting rid of all of this stuff in the meantime. So this is really nice, Sag. This is really, really beautiful. It's a beautiful process to go through. Although, with that Five of Pentacles, I will say maybe your bank manager doesn't agree. But hey ho, this too shall pass. All things burn to dust. Okay, so if that means anything to you, Sagittarius, there's nowhere near, that was far more narrative than predictive, I have to confess. But it's almost like this is a process that started and it will still be going on this month. And the end result, it's maybe not this month. But you're on a wild ride. Enjoy it. So, comment down below if this makes sense to you. Even if it's just message received and understood. You don't need to tell me all your business. It's YouTube. It's a public forum. But I would like to know that this, especially this reading, because it's so nice, that it is for somebody. So let me know if it's for you. Otherwise, hit that like button and subscribe while you're here. Thank you very much for watching. Go and watch your moon and rising. So some may be uploaded tomorrow rather than today, but all the signs will be up by Saturday night. And yeah, see you at the new moon readings. Cheers.